Welcome back to day 6. I can't even show it because I'm holding the phone. Today 6 of Vlogmas. It's so cold here. I have turned on a fire. It's like cold and moist and yeah, not really nice. And in case you wonder, am I always wearing the same things? Yes, I pretty much am because I don't own that many like pullovers and things, but I've had like I did purge my closet a good while back, like a few years ago, where I really was very, very strict about what I own and what I don't own. So I think I own like 10 t-shirts, 5 or 6 pullovers because I'm obsessed with pullovers. But then again, I always wear the same ones. This one's like really old, and this one I got secondhand already. So yeah, I guess I don't own so many things. But I'm procrastinating a bit today because I want to actually put up some more stuff in the garden. I got a deer, like or actually like a fawn that I ordered, and I'd like to put it up, but this weather is just hideous, and I've been editing all day and doing things, and I'll let you have a look how it looks outside. It's really not nice. Not very Christmassy, is it? So, but anyway, let's just maybe run into the garage and try to check this out and try to maybe prepare all the things we do, because we need to lay a cable, and I'll show you where and how once I'm outside in front of the door. So do you see this? That's where I have electricity, and we need to take a cable, prolong it to somewhere there in front of the boat. That's where we'll have a Christmas tree, and also we'll have the reindeer standing. In case you haven't been, welcome to my garage. It's where my car lives. Hello, Frida. My car is called Frida. And to just see, where did I put this package that I got delivered? It's back there. So it's all a bit tight here. But that's the fawn that I ordered. So it comes in parts. Those are like fixtures. And there's the body, and here is the tiny head. So now I think we just have to like combine it all somehow. It's gonna look really cute. So I do have electrics hidden here, and I have a huge smart plug as well here. I'm gonna unplug this one, which is a light strip that goes right underneath where you are. And we're going to put exactly this cable in here into the smart plug. Alright, and then we can cover it again. So let me quickly explain. I put it now here because I can't put anything around. You know, see this lid? This lid is my gas tank, and it has other 4 points where it marks out the edges of the gas tank, and nothing can be on there. And it's really important that nothing is on there because it's dangerous. So I thought of putting it right in front there, and then I'll have the Christmas tree somewhere there. I was thinking of putting it in front of the well, but I don't think that's a really good idea. So I'm gonna fasten it with a hammer, and then we'll see. So you don't see it really well, but it's on. I'll show you in the evening eventually. I wanted to keep you up to date how the decoration is going. We're still missing the Christmas tree, but actually I wanted to talk to you about something else today. But before we start talking about tradition, I thought I'd make a cup of tea. This is a short commercial break on my behalf. You might see me wearing a Le Demi Chateau hoodie. Yes, you can get merch on my website now. Go and check it out. It's custom made for you, so I can't offer refunds, but I have all the sizing charts and you can get embroidered t-shirts and hoodies. There's a cap, there's a tote bag and a notebook. So place your orders until 9th of December to get delivery before Christmas. At least they promised me to have that. Also on the shop you will find all the retreats that are on offer, and I have an early bird offer until the end of this year if you book. There's a vegan cooking retreat with me, and there's a yoga retreat where I will cater to your needs, but there will be a yoga teacher who will do all the other things with you. So maybe treat yourself for Christmas and secure your spot on one of the retreats, because spots are limited. So I did want to talk to you about tradition, as I said, because tradition is a big part of Polish Christmas. So if you haven't known, I am Polish. Yes, I lived most of my life in Germany, but I was born in Poland. I came to Germany as a little child. I went through the whole school system in Germany. I learned German in the kindergarten. I didn't speak a word of German when we came to Germany. I am this weird in-between thing. And sometimes I do have problems categorizing myself. I do not feel German. I do not feel Polish. I think most accurately, I would say I'm European, but that's about it. It's like, I think I even would feel more French than anything else as of right now. But also, no, I'm not French. I live in France and I love living here. And I want to spend the rest of my days here. At least for now. That's what I'm thinking at this very moment. So, going back to tradition, there's several traditions in Poland. So for once, you don't eat meat on Christmas. Usually I don't think people have even meat on the first day, because the most important day is the 24th. That's why we are also just doing Vlogmas until the 24th. The 25th isn't that important in Polish Christmas culture. So everything happens on the 24th. You have dinner, and then you have the present giving, and then basically just sit around, have drinks, and talk. But before that, leading up to that, you don't eat anything in the morning. So you fast, you do like today you would call it intermittent fasting. Yeah, it's kind of funny, isn't it? As children, we used to get, like when we were in a bigger family situation, we used to get grits in the morning, or some kind of like yogurty thing just to keep our stomachs going until it's the evening. But the adults would never eat anything leading up until Christmas dinner. And very traditional, because Poland is a very Catholic country. So there's a lot of Catholic traditions, but I am Lutheran, which is very rare in this. Well, basically, I'm not Lutheran anymore. I resigned from church. I do not believe there needs to be an institution for you to believe in something, but that's a whole other topic. So there's a lot of traditions that come from different cultures somehow. There's also some Jewish traditions that are also implemented in Polish Christmas. So there's 12 dishes for Christmas. But usually people take it like that there's one thing is a dish already. So if you put potatoes on the table, there will be one dish. So that's how people get around their 12 dishes for Christmas. But in my family, we do a soup, a basht, which is a red beet soup. And I do it fresh, usually on the 23rd already, so that it can kind of like soak in all the flavors. And you do a basic vegetable bouillon and with red beet, and it's infused with this red beet. It's really delicious. A lot of flavoring comes from fenugreek, and I don't know if you've had it. It's an herb it's used in Indian culture a lot, actually. It's quite funny that it's also in like the Eastern European cultures. You can find lots of like soups, especially, that have fenugreek inside. We start off by that, and very traditionally there's fish. There's a fish dish. My mom makes a salad that she calls the Polish salad, which is basically like a chopped up root vegetables, so carrots, celery, potatoes go in there, all these kinds of stuff, and it's like kind of a more dense salad. It's made with mayonnaise. Then we always do a different dessert. But before going up to this, you have to lay the table. So the table is laid in a very particular way because you need another set and another place to accommodate a person that's not there. So in the religious belief, it is believed that somebody might knock at your door and they don't have food, they don't have anything to eat, anywhere to go. So these people resemble Jesus on that very day. So you take them in, you invite them into your home, and you let them eat dinner with you and have a nice meal with you. So that's the belief of having one spare set of things on the table, which I find is a really, really cute idea. I love it. I love laying, as a child already, I loved laying out everything for Jesus. And I always was waiting for someone to turn up. Unfortunately, it never happened. It happened later in my adulthood, that I had friends that were stranded. I worked in dance, so a very international people that maybe could not go home for Christmas because it was just too short of a span to actually go somewhere, because usually in theater you had like 2 days off, which was the 24th and the 23rd, maybe 25th were usually shows again. So yeah, we didn't get to have a lot of Christmas. So I usually took people home with me to my parents' place, or we celebrated at my place. So those people resemble to this kind of situation to me, which I find is a really important tradition for myself. And then there's another tradition of when you lay the table, everybody at their respective place has to put money underneath their plate. That means that they will be fortunate and they will always have money the coming year. There's a lot of things around Christmas that project out into the next year in Polish culture. It's absolutely crazy. Let me get some more tea. Oh, it's really good tea. It's a night mix. It's actually like a before bedtime tea, but it's really good. It's really tasty. I like it. Where was I? One thing is that the belief is, however you are behaving that day, you'll probably behaving like this for the upcoming year, and things might happen to you if you're badly behaved. I think maybe that's a more thing to like also have children in order. I'm not really sure. I mean, these are all superstitions. but I don't know, there's something cute about it. There's something also like, usually you should take a bath before on like the 24th, because it cleanses you completely, so you'll be clean the whole next year. And you always get dressed up for Christmas Eve, because this means that you'll always have like good enough clothing to wear. And after Christmas dinner, so you all sit down for Christmas dinner, and you've got all your stuff prepared, you've gone through the whole day, and once everybody's seated, nobody moves for the rest of the dinner. And there's usually, like, if you're in a strict Polish family, people won't let you get up from the table because it's bad luck if you stand up during Christmas dinner for like getting anything. So people pile up everything, all the courses already on the table, and just sit through that meal, which is kind of cute. But I think we broke with that tradition at one point because yeah, we just couldn't be bothered at eating, like sometimes eating not warm food because it was standing there for too long. So after dinner, when everybody ate, you serve fruits. And these four different types of fruits resemble the four seasons. Usually, I think it's oranges, clementine, apple, and walnuts. I mean, walnuts are not a fruit, but yeah. So everyone gets four walnuts, and those four walnuts predict the next year. Here we go again. Predictions for the next year. It's a big topic on Christmas in Poland. So in the order you open them, that will be the order of your seasons. So starting from spring, summer, autumn, winter. You open them one by one and look inside. If they're healthy and good, then you're probably gonna be healthy, have a good year, and everything's gonna be fine. And so yeah, everybody opens their nuts and sees their future. My nuts literally predicted COVID. I think we were in Texas that year for Christmas, and I had a really rotten nut for like, I think most of my nuts were rotten for 2020. I think my nuts predicted COVID. Well, moving on from the nuts, everybody gets an, oh gosh, what do you call them? I will have to check for that word. I asked Google. It's wafer. So basically, but the wafers that you get from church, usually they're like ornate wafers and things like this. My mom usually gets them from somewhere in Poland, or the Polish shop. So everybody gets a wafer as well. And then you go around with your wafer, you all stand up, and you go to a person. That person nips a bit off your wafer and eats it. And while this person is eating it, you're wishing them all the things you wish them for the upcoming year until the next Christmas. And this, I find, is like the most like heartwarming tradition for me, and I just really love it. And even when celebrating on my own with friends, I always did that tradition because I find it so beautiful to actually appreciate someone else and say like thank you very much, and also say all the things that you want to say for the next year for those people to encounter and to have, So this is one of it's the last tradition, and it's the most beautiful one in my eyes. So tell me about it. What are your traditions? Do you have your own traditions? Do you come from different cultures? I would really love to know that, because I'm also finding a way around like what kind of traditions do I want to implement and what kind of traditions are not that important for myself. But I do find myself that some of the traditions just really make me feel at home, and they are somewhat important to me, even if I find my own kind of approach to them. That was the 6th of December. I hope you enjoyed this video, this little discourse on tradition, just as well as building up a little fawn outside while it's raining. I'm gonna sip my tea, and then I'm gonna go over to edit this exact video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely 6th of December, and I shall see you tomorrow. À bientôt, et à demain. And bisous from the southwest of France. Bye!